Hey everybody, Angel Arts here, and welcome back to another episode of Gay Replay Dragon Age Inquisition. In our last episode, we finished Into the Abyss, or whatever the Grey Warden one. The Grey Warden one where we learned the truth of going to the Fate and all of that good stuff. So I wanted to spend some time to walk around and have us chat with some of our companions, and continue to have Andy bond more with his fellow Inquisition brothers and sisters. Here's Varric with Hawk not dying.
I knew Stroud, not well.
So he gets
saved Hawk's little sister from the blight.
Oh. Yeah, because
Not many people knew who he was, but the man was a hero when it mattered. He wasn't the first good man to fall to Corypheus. He won't be the last. This story's no good for heroes.
Hawk did survive, though.
You must be glad that Hawk made it back in one piece.
Yep. Closest thing I've ever seen to a miracle there. Oh, Hawk asked me to tell everyone back in Kirkwall where he's going. Fenris needs to know. Maker, I'm glad I won't be doing this in person. I'd better write some letters. Excuse me.
I didn't get to hug him, though, unfortunately. I guess our approval rating's not high enough. Take a break.
Put that stuff aside. Take a break.
Best advice I've ever heard. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
Just be my friend, Varric.
I don't need a disciple. I need a friend.
If you knew how intimidating you are, you wouldn't make it sound so simple.
Me?
You just don't know
Intimidating?
what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
What am I to you, then?
None of this shit makes any sense to me. Is this the end of the world? Did Andraste send you through the breach? I have no idea.
She didn't.
You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Please tell me you aren't going to burst into song now.
Don't worry, I'm not that cruel. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
Here we go. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, not that. We didn't go to the actual Wicked Grace scene. It's okay. That's alright. Keep talking to Varric.
Sorry, I really need to write some letters. Another time, alright?
Alright, that's fine. Alright, let's go talk to... Let's talk to Cole. I really want to talk to Cole and see how he's doing. It's been a while. I don't think I've said anything to virtually anyone except for Iron Bull since we arrived at Skyhold, so I have a lot of catching up to do as far as chatting with people.
No. But you like demons. I enjoy the company of spirits, yes, which is part of why I do not abuse them with bindings. It isn't abuse if I ask. Not always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation academic.
What's going on here?
He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
Seriously?
We just saw the Grey Wardens try to raise an army of demons. You want Solus to bind you.
He has to. If Solus won't do the ritual to bind me, someone else could. Will. Like the Warden mages. And then... I'm not me anymore. Walls around what I want. Blocking, bleeding, making me a monster.
Isn't it extreme for Solus to bind you? What if that takes away the part of you that makes you... you?
Helping makes me who I am. I help the hurting. That is what I do. All I do. Am. Me.
Alright, alright.
And if binding you erases your mind? Your consciousness?
You wouldn't make me hurt innocent people. I don't want to hurt innocent people again.
Okay, Cole, okay. We'll figure something out.
There has to be some middle ground between do nothing and bind Cole with blood magic.
There we go.
Indeed. I recall stories of amulets used by Ravani's seers to protect spirits they summoned from rival mages. A spirit, wearing an amulet of the Unbound, was immune to blood magic and binding. It should protect Cole as well.
Well, there we go.
The resources of the Inquisition could be used to find such a talisman.
Good. They will not take me.
Alright, obtain amulet for Cole, operation available. Let's go ahead and do that. Because I definitely have been wanting to do this particular companion quest since I did it with Art last time. And I know a lot of you wanted me to redo this companion quest again. And now we're doing it. We have a new perk though, and I know just what to do with it. Advanced focus. Yes, I want my focus.
Our soldiers handled themselves well in Adamant.
We've come a long way since Haven. I fear there's still a ways to go, but we're prepared.
Outfitting the crew. A note from the quartermaster. Thank you for the indulgence. I have outfitted Sutherland and his small crew and equipment more appropriate to agents of the Inquisition. Given their humble origins, it is doubtful they have ever seen the like, Sir Morris. If you remember last time we had, I believe Art had Liliana pick out the outfits for Sutherland's crew. This time I did, I guess, more noble-like outfits or regal-like outfits for them through Josephine. How could I have forgotten Josephine's name just right then and there? Alright, obtain an amulet for Cole.
What happened in Adamant is a shame. I'm still reeling over the army of demons. Imagine what would have happened if the Inquisitor hadn't arrived.
Yeah. Confront mages, Crestwood resources, gather herbs, continuing her predecessor's work. Okay. Predecessor Menave was studying alterations. Okay. Hard in Hightown, the Dasher. Huh. Wow, 3 hours? Not sure if I want to do that this very moment. Getting things moving. Okay. Investigating Valgamon. College of Magi available. Okay. 6 hours. Wow. Dwarven slaves. Oh, Dwarven slaves! What? Sightings on the north of Red Templars with armor and weapons adorned with Dwarven runes. There are no known entrances to the deep roads in the area and no missives from Orzammar with missing traders, but they keep next to non-existent records of surface dwarves. The Venatori may be making use of Dwarven slaves, possibly from Tevinter, not their usual preference, but also not the first unusual thing they've done. Recommended further investigation. Oh, we need to take care of this. There's a hint of Venatori enclave, especially when supplying weapons. We need to crush it. Let's do that.
To work?
To work. Let's help Varric.
Let's see what we have.
And then let's get Cole's amulet.
Let us begin.
Okay. There we go. That should be good for right now. Let's continue talking with people. Let's go visit our buddy Cullen. Because we like Cullen. Cullen's awesome. Where are you, Cullen? I'm so sorry for what you saw with Iron Bull and me. Can we, like, make up? Will you ever forgive me?
Gloat all
Oh.
you like. I have this one.
Are you sassing me, Commander? I didn't know you had it in you.
Why do I even... Inquisitor.
Leaving, are you? Does this mean I win?
Are you two playing nice?
I'm always nice. You need to come to terms with my inevitable victory. You'll feel much better.
Really? Because I just won. And I feel fine.
Don't get smug. There will be no living with you.
I should return to my duties as well. Unless you would care for a game.
You're on, Cullen.
Prepare the board, Commander.
As a child, I played this with my sister. She would get this stuck-up grin whenever she won, which was all the time. My brother and I practiced together for weeks. Oh, the look on her face the day I finally
I
won.
forgot he had a
Between
sister.
serving the Templars and the Inquisition, I haven't seen them in years. I wonder if she still plays.
You have siblings.
2 sisters and a brother.
Where are they now?
They moved to South Reach after the Blight. I do not write to them as often as I should. Oh, it's my turn.
Art did this. And I feel like... my next Inquisitor would not do this. So because my next Inquisitor would not do this... Andy's gonna be a little devious. He'll be a little devious.
You're about to relive those childhood defeats. This game is mine.
This may be the longest we've gone without discussing the Inquisition, or related matters. To be honest, I appreciate the distraction.
You can't be serious all the time. Well, maybe you can.
Well, I believe the game is mine.
Wait, what?
Dorian cheats at this as well.
Good job. Oh, good job, Cullen. That's great. Dorian cheats at this all the time. That's awesome. You, sir, I have so much respect, Cullen. So much respect.
First the Templars, now the Grey Wardens. Both devoted their lives to fighting evil. Now they serve it.
I love how he knew that I was cheating the whole time, and he was so gentlemanly about not calling me on it until the very end. That was very kind of you. That was great of you, Cullen. Thank you.
We brought most of the Templars over.
I thank the Maker for that, even if we were too late for some. The Inquisition must serve as an example. We must stand where others fall.
What do you think of the people you work with?
Who do you mean?
What do you think of our ambassador?
We have little in common. How she delights in meeting with nobles all day is beyond me. But I enjoy working with her.
How do you like working with Leliana?
The Inquisition would not exist without her. I may not always agree with her methods, but she's more passionate about our cause than anyone. Cassandra may have declared the Inquisition publicly, but Liliana is just as responsible for its formation.
Are you satisfied with the Inquisition's forces?
Our soldiers handled themselves well during the siege on Adamant. They reacted quickly to changes on the battlefield.
Thanks to you,
More
Cullen.
importantly, they relied on each other. Trust in your fellow soldiers is not something that can betray.
I should let you get back to work.
You really not have anything
At
else
your
to say,
service.
Cullen?
Is there anything I should know?
Creating Inquisition footholds outside Skyhold has strengthened our reputation. People view us as a stabilizing force. We've received a number of recruits eager to pledge themselves to our cause.
That's all for now.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
Okay. Thought I saw something on his desk that I could read. There we go. There, his sister. That's right, sister. Okay, so next person we're going to talk to is... We'll talk to Solus in a moment. Let's talk to Dorian.
You have remarkably little here on early Tevinter history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
Such a critic. He's devoted to Iron Bull, so at this point, Andy's not going to stray.
I see. My library isn't up to your exacting standards.
It's alarmingly chaotic. I found a copy of the Oribalian in what seemed to be the Antivan Classics section.
How scandalous. Someone alert the Magisterium.
You laugh, but in some places there are punishments for that. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
When everyone returned, they told us about your tumble into the Abyssal Rift. You went into the Fade. Physically went in. You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison.
You're right. I was fortunate.
Indeed. Although there is cause for concern. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
You don't number among them?
It's tempting, but I'm no fool. There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus' real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck.
Of course.
Questions.
I'd like to ask you about Tevinter.
Popular topic. Anything specific?
Corypheus is a figure out of Tevinter history. He was a magister.
Yes, but that was a different time. The Imperium's power was at its peak then. The Civil War had ended. The Magisterium was united, its armies scooping up bits of Thedas like candy. The Magisters who entered the Black City. It was a demonstration of how exceptional Tevinter had become.
But who were they?
No one knows. There's no record of a Magister named Corypheus. All this happened 1400 years ago, before the Blight nearly wiped us out. There are no records. Today, people half believe it's all just a story. That's what I believed.
We have evidence the story is very much real.
But not who Corypheus is. If he even remembers. There used to be families who claimed some of those Magisters as their own. That stopped when the Chantry appeared. Then it was shameful, and the families distanced themselves from the tale. All we know is that some men and women entered the Black City looking for the old gods. What did they find? According to Corypheus, nothing. And only he could tell us more.
That's all I wanted to know.
Fair enough.
See you, Dorian.
I should go.
Here I thought we were just getting to the good part.
Sorry, Dorian. I'm already taken. Sorry. Okay, the next person that I want to talk to is... I want to talk to, Cassandra, honestly. Because she and I, like I said, we've been on rocky terms, and I kind of want to see if anything has improved, especially since she greatly approved of my last thing. Oh, okay.
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
Trying to outdo Varric's next literary masterpiece.
I haven't his talent for blather. As if written by a dim-witted child. Historians will one day ask what happened at Adamant Fortress, in the Fade. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. It must be recorded.
Just be careful.
Fair enough. Just be careful what you write.
Do not be concerned. I am a poor writer, but not unaware of the weight my words might carry. I still don't know what to say about the spirit of the divine.
You're asking me?
I saw her there, heard her voice, yet I cannot claim with certainty it was really her. The Chantry teaches us that the souls of the dead pass through the Fade, so it could have been her. Yet even so...
You really think it might have been her? A ghost?
A ghost. A remnant of her hopes and memories. Her lingering will to do good. Those things are all possible. Nobody knows for certain what happens after we die. A spirit could have assumed her form, but why? It helped you, as Justinia herself would have.
I think it was a spirit, that's all.
Perhaps it saw Justinia's soul, and admired it enough to carry on her wishes.
Like Cole did.
I hope that's true. I want to.
Kind of what Cole did. Kind of. That wasn't a bad conversation.
When I realized we were physically in the Fade, I was terrified, almost beyond reason.
Oh.
The last time such a thing happened, we created Darkspawn. We created Corypheus. The world needs to know the truth this time. No more legends lost to the ages.
That was actually a good conversation between the two of them. Awesome. Okay. Anything else, Cassandra? Oh, more. You wanted to see me?
I can keep staring at this, but I won't get any closer.
I'm gonna be nice.
Something I can help you with?
Yes. Possibly. You recall the demon at Therenfall? The one impersonating Lord Seeker Lucius? We never found the real Lord Seeker. Or his body. Indeed, I've seen no hint of any Seekers amongst the Red Templars. Or anywhere. I have a growing suspicion Corypheus has imprisoned them.
Why imprisoned? He could just as easily have killed them.
Not easily. But yes, they may be dead. Yet a demon of envy does not kill whomever it replaces. It hides them away and learns about them. There must be a trail we can follow, yet so far I have only discovered hints.
But they could have ended up just like the Red Templars.
Seekers do not use lyrium. I assume Corypheus gained control of the Templars by corrupting the lyrium they were already taking. To do the same to a Seeker, you'd have to force the lyrium upon him. That may be what happened, but it couldn't have begun that way. We're missing a piece of the puzzle, Inquisitor. I need to find it.
Andy really is starting to he's starting to build more respect with Cassandra. Like, again, they've had a very rocky start, but I think he's really trying very hard to meet her somewhere in between, so...
Finding them obviously means a lot to you.
I left the Order. But I can never abandon them. I cannot even claim that rescuing them would be beneficial. They wouldn't look kindly on the Inquisition. But even so, if there's a chance... If we can spare resources to follow up on these leads, Inquisitor, I would appreciate it.
See, Cassandra's... I think Andy recognizes that Cassandra is she's really extending herself out here, like, because he's still wondering whether or not Cassandra actually likes him or not, and he doesn't really blame her for not liking him, because, again, their belief systems are very different, and it's nothing... I don't think Andy, really meant for anything personal against Cassandra. It's just he just doesn't believe what she believes. And, but she's sort of been taking it a little bit personally, and I think he's realizing that she's trying to make things right between the two of them, and I think Andy's recognizing that and wants to do the same thing for her.
I understand if resources cannot be spared to help search for the missing Seekers, Inquisitor. Still, it could involve a threat we are unaware of. There may be a use in looking.
May I ask you about the Chantry?
I have no better answers on the topic than anyone might, but I'll tell you what I can.
Do you really believe the Chantry is worth preserving?
I do. But given your beliefs, I'd hardly be surprised if you disagreed. Cast the Chantry aside and new problems replace old ones. We will have learned nothing from history. The people need stability, and the Chantry needs a new purpose. Andraste had a dream for us. It can still be achieved.
So what should that new purpose be?
A dedication to what is truly important. Instead of building cathedrals and sewing gowns for the divine, the Chantry used to spend its coin feeding the poor. If we are to spread the Maker's word across the world, we must do so with open hearts and open hands.
That sounds rather idealistic of you.
Does it? I do not think it's so unachievable. The Chantry has many good, honest people. They just need direction and inspiration. They need to be freed from centuries of adherence to tradition and ceremony. The chance for renewal is at our fingertips. It does not have to come with utter chaos.
Andy kinda agrees with that, actually.
Will the Chantry replace Divine Justinian?
They will try. Once the priests withdraw for the Grand Consensus, it is against Chantry law for them to emerge without naming a new divine. Sometimes it takes days, or weeks, or even months. The problem now is that no clear successor to Justinia exists. All worthy clerics died with her at the Conclave.
So what happens if they can't agree on someone?
Theoretically, they will argue until exhaustion takes them or they see reason. Practically, however, if the Grand Consensus goes on too long, the Chantry will crumble. Any cleric with ambition but little sense will see this as her one chance, and plenty of such clerics exist. We shall see what happens. The Inquisition must act in the meantime.
If they do choose a new divine, will you serve her?
That depends on whether she would have me. I am a rebel now, remember? And even if she would, I do not know. It would depend on what type of divine she is. I am no longer in a position to follow blindly, and no new divine could expect such obedience now.
Thank you.
There is a rumor being circulated. It claims that you and Iron Bull, that you are...
You saw it, Cassandra. You saw it.
romantically involved.
You saw it, Cassandra. It's true. You're jealous. No, it's true.
Yes, I suppose it's true.
Ah, I must admit I am a little surprised.
I don't see why.
True enough. It is your business, and I will leave it at that.
Oh, wow. Cassandra actually thought there might have been something between her and Andy, like, because there was that broken heart there. Well, okay. I didn't mean to lead her on, but I figured, like, with all of the arguments, I guess it could have been a rival, man. Could have been.
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised?
What happened to your brother?
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
So you were the right hand to the Divine?
To Divine Justinia, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her, in fact. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You don't know the story? Thank the Maker. I will tell you if you wish, but it isn't as exciting as some drum it up to be. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming her right hand.
I think she already answered all
What
these
does a right
questions.
hand do exactly?
What is your hand capable of?
Yeah, I think
It
she
gives
already said this.
But Justinia convinced... I only wish she had lived to see it. The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now.
That's what happens with stories that become legends.
I am not a legend, nor was I then. I was a young woman barely out of training. To hear others tell it, I alone saved Divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart. And there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral. But I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the Divine and I would both have died. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
What happened to the mages that helped you?
They went back to their circles, with rewards and privileges and Most Holy's gratitude. Many of them died at the Conclave.
That's rather typical of the Chantry, isn't it?
Even worse, few know of the Knight Commander's involvement at all. That sort of willful blindness needs to change.
I agree.
I'll let you get back to work.
Andy's starting to realize that Cassandra is not as clean, is not as clear cut. She's not as black and white. She doesn't follow the Chantry blindly. Like, she's really smart about it and very insightful about it, and she thinks. She doesn't just... And Andy really respects that. He's starting to... I guess Andy's slowly realizing that Cassandra is not the person that he originally thought she was. You know, first-time impressions and misconceptions. And maybe he realizes that Cassandra might have fallen in the same trap as well, and she's sort of realizing that he's not necessarily what she expected, but she's starting to see that there's more to Andy than what she might have originally thought. Hey, Sarah.
Heard what went on in that Fade thing? What you think went on? Can't even start to believe that business.
We can stew about what we saw for ages, but some of us didn't come back.
Knew you'd get what was important. Yammer, visions and shite. People are dead. Probably. Stroud, yeah? Lost a serious moustache there.
Well, we still have Dorian.
Also, you could tell the Wardens to piss off. And they're always weird. Usually, bad stuff happens first, so you're glad when the hero shows up. But Wardens are the wrong way round. They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen. Like in Denerim, when the Blight ended.
That's an interesting way to put it. What do you remember?
A lot happened in Denerim. What did you see?
People talked a lot about this one Warden. There was a big fight and they died, or, I don't know, maybe they didn't.
Angelus.
The hero of Ferelden? You forget the hero of Ferelden.
That was ages ago. 10 years. I was playing with small painted boxes and burying stuff I stole. I remember more people cringing about magic than Blight. Wardens were an excuse for your stuff to go missing. Blackwall's nice, though. Different from the Adamant ones. Need more like him.
Alright, Sarah, I'm still not done with you.
I hear Vashel was good pay for you, Inquisitor. Time to go see if my friends came through, too. Got a location for a stash. Hopefully something nice for my trouble. Well, your trouble. Just let me know when you're ready to head out. Be sure to bring your empty pockets.
Who is putting up the reward for this?
Don't know. Sometimes it's past the hat. Sometimes it's, I lifted this from Master's vault. Doesn't matter, does it? Job done. Time to get what we're owed.
We'll do that in the
I'm
next
not
video.
ready to go just yet.
Your choice, yeah? Only so long it'll stay hidden.
We'll do this in the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, love yourselves and love each other.